The collective energetic themes emerging this January set the stage for 2026. Join me as we dive into these themes that your spirit wants you to be aware of as we move towards the Chinese year of the fire horse and big astrological shifts into air and fire signs in the year ahead. Welcome, my name is Valerie. I'm a psychic medium and energy healer. And each lunation on the new moon, I tune into the collective energy field and ask spirit for the energetic themes that hold the potential to really support us individually with our unique growth and healing, as well as sending healing to the collective field. And so each month I will tune in, pick up the themes, and then also send healing. And that's a big, important aspect for me of the work that I do, is supporting you with understanding how you can work with these themes and really leverage the opportunity to make some big shifts energetically in your life, and then watch how those ripple out into day-to-day kind of experiences and the way that you move through the world. So we'll have an opportunity at the end of this video to work with one of the symbols, and you will receive energy healing as part of that if you so choose. So let's get into the themes from this lunation, which began on December 19th with a new moon in Sagittarius. Although I brought these themes through in my reading of this lunation, my understanding is that, especially this month, the themes that came forward represent emerging energies, many of which we will have an ongoing opportunity to work with. So for as long as each of us are individually needing, to explore and grow through and heal the layers that are ready to be released, we have the ability to do that. But again, the opportunity, the leverage exists right now to really support with shifting these energies at this time. So the first theme that came through this month was the idea of us being in this time of transitioning from reflection to expansion. And I saw a really beautiful image from Spirit. So the image was of a figure kind of seated in meditation. And in front of them was this beautiful kind of basin of water, like a reflecting pool. And the process that I saw this individual go through was, kind of gazing down, like they were kind of turned in, they were kind of curled forward. They were gazing into the calm surface of the water and kind of taking stock of reflecting upon, right, what has come to pass in this recent time. And of course, that reminded me of what we all typically do around this time of year with the new year, with the Gregorian New Year, is we, take stock of what happened this previous year. Where do we want to grow into in the next year? So, and then I saw the figure kind of start to almost slowly uncurl a little bit, start to raise themselves, and begin to actually raise their hands and stretch into a very like exalted, kind of gentle, arching backwards, gazing up at the cosmos, connecting with the energies that are available in this really expansive kind of feeling. So to me, then I heard this message of transitioning from that reflection to expansion. And we're bridging from this time in 2025 where we were all going through, or many of us at least, were releasing many old energies, including a lot of karma, past life ties, and just experiences from this lifetime as well that really needed to be shed and released when we were in the year of the snake there. So as we're moving into this kind of forward momentum, Spirit is just highlighting the importance of finding our center, finding the peace within ourselves, and holding our center, being able to hold that sense of our greater self connecting to our wise self, connecting to source, even amidst, these frequencies of uncertainty and chaos in the world around us. So really, it feels like we're given the opportunity at this time to really practice that. And Spirit does bring forward the importance of the virtues of balance and simplicity to support this inner peace. So part of the reflection of this time may be taking stock of where you can invite more balance, more simplicity into your life. And that can look a lot of different ways. It can touch a lot of different areas of your life. So then as we move deeper, taking all the time that you need to process what you need to, and kind of take that quiet time, especially as, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we're here in the energies of the winter season, just allowing yourself to take that time to really have that stillness, invite stillness as a mediator for peace, right? And dropping within. When you're ready and as you feel called, and this could be over the next few months, as you move deeper along with the collective into these energies of expansion, we're invited to kind of take these seeds that we planted with this Sagittarius new moon and allow them to start taking root and rooting into the virtues or values of freedom, honesty, and adventure that Sagittarius embodies. And indeed, Spirit indicates that it will be easier as we move forward to view your life from a more spiritual perspective, remembering it as a grand adventure. And there was also this kind of theme of kind of beginning to see things again with child eyes. So when we let go of our limiting beliefs and we allow ourselves to kind of look at things with a fresh perspective. So connecting inwards like that, connecting inwards with your core essence to awaken a deeper wisdom within. So that was kind of building on this idea of holding the center through this time of transition. And as I connected inwards and brought through some messages as well from the supreme nurturer, the divine feminine, Sophia frequency, I heard that we are being offered an invitation to journey within, drawing our light ever inwards into the heart center and awakening deeper wisdom as we connect and align with our core essence. So there was this feeling of almost drawing the light in to kind of help the cavernous expanses of these spaces within our being, within the heart center, that multidimensional portal to our essence and to so much grace and ease, kind of really delving into this area. And for much of 2025, Spirit highlighted the importance of moving into the heart center. So themes of allowing the heart to lead instead of the mind, heart-mind coherence. And this message signaled to me just that same idea of that deeper exploration within because of the nature of the heart center and its ability to really help us to facilitate that kind of like going inwards, deeper to expand outwards, right? So in order to do this, Spirit has emphasized the importance of spiritual discipline for some time, which is admittedly something that I struggle with. Maybe you can relate to me. So if sitting and meditating is hard for you, especially at this time, just allow yourself to find the ways in which you can move into stillness that are easy and enjoyable for you. This can involve, movement, as long as the mind has the space and quiet to relax. And in this quiet state, if it's comfortable, you can focus on your heart center with the intention of connecting with your core essence, your unique song. And some might call that the Hara line, or kind of connecting in with our central channel. And you may even want to visualize that stretching down from the cosmos through your being and then all the way down to connect you with the center of the earth, helping to anchor you into your being while you also are affirming your connection to source or oneness. And so that can be a really beautiful kind of visualization as well to support you through this time as we just connect in with so much more of our still waters, is what Spirit's saying right now. And so, even if it feels hard to imagine finding deeper access to peace, just open the door, be curious, and open the potential for having that kind of experience. So, another message that came through was this theme of leaps and bounds. So, Spirit signals that we'll be moving by leaps and bounds instead of the steps that we think we need to take in order to achieve something. So you may be surprised as you move forward, in a process that you're going through, and you may find that instead of, going 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., you move from 2 to step 9, right? And that can be, in the material world, can be in the relational kind of sphere, and obviously in spiritual areas of our life. So potential for big growth spurts and kind of jumping ahead a little bit in a way that may feel a little bit scary or uncomfortable for the body and our ego self. So, again, Spirit brought through healing around that just to support with that sense of like, okay, we've got this. Let's put on our adventurer's cap and allow ourselves to really kind of just like see this as an opportunity for an experience, for an adventure, and see what unfolds, right? So there's always that invitation of, well, maybe I'll just like try it on and then like see where things go, right? Okay. So another theme that came through was the idea of a tipping point. So I heard that beautiful Age of Aquarius, dawning of the Age of Aquarius song playing. And, you know, as I was hearing that song come through, I also understood that we have reached a tipping point related to this idea of kind of moving into the Age of Aquarius, right? So many people talk about this, and there's no kind of like identified time of like when this really started, or there's varying ideas about when the Age of Aquarius started. Regardless, we're moving into these Aquarian energies with a focus more on the collective, power to the people, authenticity and sovereignty, freedom, and more expansive perspectives. So I sense this is also a big part of the shift from being kind of like centric into the mind and head to more heart centric. And as a side note, I definitely recommend checking out the old video of the Fifth Dimension performing this iconic song. And I bet you'll find yourself kind of moving and maybe singing along to the music as I did. It was a real treat to just be in the exuberance of that song. So another message that came through was this idea of living our truth, speaking our truth. Spirit indicated that there is a throat chakra healing available to us around the virtue of authenticity, right? So we have an opportunity to harness this collective energy and move more deeply into authentic communication. So it can, again, look a lot of different ways for us each individually. Some people may feel called to speak more openly with their loved ones about their feelings, their needs, their desires. Some people may be on a growth edge around allowing their authentic voice to be heard by a larger audience. And I can certainly relate to that as Spirit's kind of pulled me, not kicking and screaming, but maybe dragging my heels to opening up to starting a YouTube video. So, this is just one way, right, of speaking our truth, allowing ourselves to be seen, and really walking our talk, practicing what we preach. Those have been big themes coming up lately too. So feel into how you are being called to live and speak your truth. And remember to take that time of stillness and ask your spirit, just hold some curiosity and see if there's a message that comes forward for you. Or you may be very top of mind, right? Like, oh, yep, there's that thing that I've kind of been feeling like pulled or almost like pushed to take the step towards really allowing that expression to come through. So finally, the final message I wanted to touch upon that came through for this lunation is about the sacral chakra. And this is our second chakra as we kind of traditionally look at it in the seven energy centers system anyway. So this is the idea of our emotional center, and the center holds so many more energies that are just really inform the richness of our human experience. But the image that came forward was of a large block of ice. And there was this sense of trying to chip away at the ice for a long time with an ice pick or a chisel and just making very little progress. And then Spirit showed a big section of the ice kind of suddenly cleaving off and releasing. So, my interpretation of this symbology was that the ice block represents emotional numbness. So, water often represents the emotions. Frozen water, right, can represent that kind of numbness or compartmentalization. Maybe there's emotional energies or an experience that has felt too big to process and release. So the metal of the chisel, the metal often represents mental energy to me. So the kind of illustrating the effort of trying to figure things out logically or make sense of things as we're kind of chip, 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 and not really making much progress. So the big cleaving off seemed to represent that there's a perhaps like an unexpected and certainly kind of a very noticeable larger shift and healing available to us in our relationship to our emotional body, or perhaps to a specific kind of emotion or experience again. And simply, we can open to receive this, and that can support us in harnessing the energies that are available to us at this time. So, we will take a moment here in just a moment to actually work with that specific imagery, as I feel that this is a piece that would be really supportive for folks to perhaps receive some support on at this time. So, just a note here as we transition into the little healing section that you may not feel all of these themes in an overt manner. It could be that your role with some of these themes is maybe to kind of support the stability and the groundedness of the collective, keep, anchoring the light in as others shift and release and receive healing. But as I learned in studying ancient mystery school techniques, we often hold some way that we can relate to these themes. So, and sometimes it's the themes that we're most resistant to kind of acknowledge that we have an understanding or an experience around that we can most benefit from shifting. So, just getting curious, opening to these messages, and seeing what your spirit really would like to support you with at this time. So, just take a moment now. And if you are wanting to receive some healing, I'm going to be sending healing energies just in support of that theme, of that big emotional release. And there's nothing that you need to do in order to receive healing. And you may receive images or impressions that kind of help to inform you around what specifically you're letting go of at this time, and you may not, and that's okay. So the main thing is we're bringing our focused attention and along with our intention to receive healing in the sacral chakra relating to our emotional body, our emotions at this time. So perhaps taking a moment, allowing yourself to turn within and center into your heart center. And you may just imagine, if you're visual, kind of intuitive, you may imagine that block of ice. And I'm hearing that beautiful "Let the Sun Shine." The Age of Aquarius song morphs from, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, into that song, Let the Sun Shine. So I'm hearing that come through to support. So you can imagine opening to that divine support, that divine solar radiance, and that golden healing cosmic light to just help to dissolve, to soften. And as this light supports with just rinsing through, helping to release anything that you're ready to let go of down to the earth, you may wish to give voice to in some way what it is that you're ready to release. And what it is that you're ready to receive. And if you don't have anything specific in mind, you can simply say, I open to receive healing as I release all that is that I'm ready to surrender. Or any words that come forward to you. And at some point, you may start to experience that cleaving off. You can also, if you're a less visual person, just imagine that golden cosmic light flowing through your sacral chakra, that area just below your belly button, flowing in the front and out the back and releasing down your grounding. And just reminding yourself of the date and your age, helping to call all of your energy fully present, calling all of your power, all of your wisdom to you at this time. And you may, of course, be feeling some sensations. If you're more of a feeling type, you may indeed be experiencing emotions that may rise to the surface as you release. So if there's anything that is coming up for you, if it feels overwhelming, you can ask your spirit just help to kind of tone things down a bit. Or you can open your eyes. That can be a helpful way of kind of toning things down. And calling in your guides to support you in releasing. And when you feel complete here, just inviting your guides to support you with helping to release anything throughout the entire rest of your body and your energy system that maybe got stirred up. Any energies that are ready to return to the earth, anything not in alignment with your highest good. And certainly taking more time here as desired. And when you're ready, making sure to just thank yourself for taking the opportunity, for working consciously with your energy field, and thanking your body specifically. Our bodies go along for the ride in a lot of uncertainty right now. There's a lot of unknown. And so thanking your body for being willing to release these outdated energies and willing to receive healing. And I send gratitude to you for joining me here today. And I'm sending you peace from my multidimensional heart to yours.